Hi, this is Meredith from lymecompass.net, and I have an educational video about bee venom. I'm just going to show you guys how I use bee venom, and I'm not trying to give you medical advice. I'm just showing you the process for educational purposes only. In a nettle video of mine, I had mentioned how I use bee venom, and I just wanted to show you that process. There's two types that I know of using bee venom, and one is that you go to a live living honeybee hive and you try to catch a bee with tweezers, and then take the bee and try to get it to sting you in the spot that you are hoping to be stung. And I've found that method difficult for numerous reasons. For me, I would always wind up getting stung on my fingers in the process of trying to, get the bee where I wanted to get the bee, and the honeybee dies in that process. And the honeybees are really struggling right now, and I love honeybees, so that was hard for me. And this type that I use is bee venom that's been extracted in BC, Canada, from healthy hives that are out and pollinating. And during a few weeks in the summer, the folks at beevenom.com go and they collect the venom, and they do this by getting the bees to sting almost, I don't know exactly what type material they use, but when the bee stings, it's not losing its stinger into like our skin where the bee dies. So the bee can sting into this substance and it doesn't die. So both situations are like a double-edged stinger. Because if you use just the bee dies, but there's no waste except the life of the bee, which is terrible. And when you use this, you are using a syringe and creating waste that way, but you're not killing the bee. So neither is a really ideal situation, but either is living with chronic illness and not being able to get out of bed or move. So I use this method. Bee venom is about 88% water, and it also has a lot of enzymes and amino acids and neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine and norepinephrine. And basically, when you do the injection, you're flooding the area with all this nutrient and some formic acid, and it does sting, but the pain, for me, the pain of the sting is so much less than not having the sting. For me, using the sting is major pain relief, and I can be way more mobile and way more comfortable after doing the bee venom therapy. It's been a real game changer for me in realms of being able to live. So I'm so grateful to honeybees, not only for this amazing venom medicine, but without them we wouldn't have most of the food that we have. They're incredible beings. So I use this medicine with mindfulness and reverence towards the honeybees. Bee venom therapy is used not only in Lyme disease, but in any kind of neuropathy or nerve pain, MS, lupus, ALS, what else? Mood disorders also, because of those neurotransmitters. It can really help people with depression or bipolar, things like that. So I'm going to show you how I do this. I basically have a diabetic syringe, and And my doctor had prescribed me this xylocaine or lidocaine. And when I first started doing bee venom injections, I did it at the doctor's office, and he was right beside me, walked me through the whole thing. My husband was there, showed my husband, because sometimes, you know, my husband will do injections along my spine where I can't reach. And this medicine is not for people that have reactions to honeybee stings. If you get a reaction, this is not for you. I also have an EpiPen that I have for emergencies, that if my immune system decides to tweak out, that we have that as emergency backup. So it's really helpful. I mean, oh my gosh, I've been blessed with meeting so many amazing physicians that have really helped me to empower myself to be able to do things at home. And for me personally, I'm not good with like pharmaceutical painkillers. I cannot function on them. And the bee venom just really helps me with pain. And it's so nice to have something that we can do at home, and to have someone in your life that is helping to empower you. So I extracted from the numbing agent, which I always do first, and then I extracted from the glass bee venom bottle, and I always want to do the numbing agent first. I don't want to do the venom and then, you know, put the venom needle into the lidocaine. So I always do the number first. So also doing it this way versus you know, taking a live bee, this is a lot less painful. It does still sting, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I just push the needle up to get any little air bubbles out, and I am going to do the injection subcutaneously, and that just means just directly right under the skin. And a lot of people will use bee venom on acupuncture points and find it helpful that way. So it's just right under the skin, and then I just inject a little. It stings! But shortly, I'm going to be able to use my hands in ways that I haven't been able to yet this morning. So that's just a little example. I'm not trying to, you know, show you how to do this at home without having a practitioner or someone to guide you by your side. This is just if you're curious about this therapy, ask your doctor. It's really helped me. Thank you, honeybees. And what else can I tell you? You need a prescription for the numbing agent. Things have changed with the bee venom. I think you can purchase it without a prescription these days, but that may have changed. I just injected myself with the Venex 20, and that's what I like to use. And thank you so much. You can find lots of information at beevenom.com, and if you just look up bee venom therapy on the internet, you'll find so much information about all the wonderful chemical constituents of the venom and how it works in the body to help you heal. Thank you.